Hello, beautiful family, lovers of good things, lovers of beautiful things all over the globe. I bring greetings from a grateful heart. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your time zone. Thank you so dearly for always tuning into this platform. I really do appreciate. Please do it to like our video, share, and subscribe. Today, I have a wonderful one that I want us to watch, and I will be watching it with you. Sit back, watch it, and I'll be right back.
I greet you, fellow Biafrans. I greet you, all lovers of freedom. I greet you all, those that really wants to be free. I want you to know that you shouldn't lose focus. You shouldn't lose faith. You know, um, thank you, Valentina. Thank you. Don't lose focus. Don't lose faith. Don't lose your confidence. When your freedom is coming, the closest person, the very closest person to you, might become the instrument the enemy will use to want to weaken you, to reduce you. But this is the season when we need very strong mental toughness. Very strong mental toughness. If we must get Biafra, it is now. It is now. I I have listened to the message of this freedom fighter in South Africa, Malema. You see how a freedom fighter stands and how a freedom fighter speaks. And when I listen to him, and I listen to the wife of our leader, Mazin Namdekano, and I begin to ask yourself, where did she learn from? Are you sure this lady actually learned from Mazin Namdekano? Are you sure? Are you sure Lolo Uchechi actually learned from Mazin Namdekano? Are you guys sure? And you know what? It gets so funny because sometimes when people like us come to speak like this, some people will be saying, no, you shouldn't be speaking. When it gets to the point where you as a freedom fighter now will become careful of speaking, or you are afraid because of what so-called fellow freedom fighters will do to you because you are thinking straight, then you know that there is fire on the mountain. Because as it were right now, and I'm speaking now the way I speak, to question the things that are coming from the tables of those we respect, some people will say, we will kill you, we will cut your neck, you will die, you are a saboteur. And now, I spoke before, I spoke again, and I advised our leader's wife, please do that thing that Chike Doziem and his cohorts could not do in this family of IPOB. Please, when you get to wherever interview section or a platform where you're going to, do not, pour sansan into the gari. Bring the family together and let there be oneness. I listened to what she was saying today, and she sounded like she wanted to talk about oneness. And when we are together, we will achieve more. And in the midst of speaking that, it's like somebody speaking from both sides of her mouth. She spoke like that, and then she came to the point of, after she has caused the confusion with her ectoparasite rubbish that she spewed out from Radio Biafra, she comes back again in that particular whatever so-called meeting, and she's saying stuff that will not bring us together but rather divide us. And then somebody will say, Raf, don't speak. I am not speaking on behalf of anyone. I am speaking for myself as a freedom fighter. I am a Biafran. Now, send this to her, that she is not more Biafran than any one of us. Even Mazin Namdekano, our leader, is not more Biafran than any one of us. So we are all Biafrans, and we are all seeking for our freedom. And Mazin Namdekano have said it times without number. For him and for any one of us, Biafra is more important than anything. Biafra is more important than anyone and anything combined. And that's why we respect him so much. He puts Biafra ahead of any other thing. Now, what this lady comes to do is damage control, because somebody said that she did not represent our leader well, because she was saying that our leader was doing well and that our leader was mentally strong and all what have you that she said. And then the brother, Simon Ekpa, did not in any way say that she was bad or she was wrong. He just insinuated such things, that how can you paint such a picture? That was just what he said. I am even the one that made it categorically clear that she sounds like someone that is sold out. And I put up a question, and some people are saying that you insulted her. I never insulted her. I never did. I was speaking from the mindset of a man that is looking for freedom. I cannot go home to Nigeria, as it were. I can't go to Nigeria. But that lady went to Nigeria. She went to Nigeria. She went to Nigeria and she went to DSS to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I can't go. Mazi Simon Ekpa cannot go. These people she's calling Autopilot, most of them cannot go to Nigeria, but she went to Nigeria. And she comes on a platform and begins to make caricature of them. That's bullshit. Now, what nonsense is that? And sometimes I lose it when it comes to this stage. How can you expect people to keep quiet and you go up and down talking, spewing rubbish from your mouth? Look, we are Biafrans. I put up a picture there where the late queen, she saw a Yoruba monarch. The Yoruba monarch bowed down and greeted her. She saw an Hausa bingo monarch bowed down and greeted her. An Igbo monarch stood still and never bowed down. That's who we are. That's who we are. We don't bow to any human being. Because we are looking for freedom. That's who we are. And because our leader have given us lectures about who we are, the original seed of God Almighty. And we're not cowards. And then I'm not type of those that will fold their pennies and go about hiding because the wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out to talk nonsense and people keep quiet without calling shots. That's her mouth. Now, in case you did not know, there was nothing called Autopilot. I am not speaking to protect Autopilot or to defend Autopilot. And I'm here to tell the wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that in case she didn't know, of which she pretended as if she did not know, why all this brouhaha were happening everywhere. Where were you, lady? Where were you when everybody were spewing hell and slaughter upon that man in Finland? Where were you? Where were you for good 6 months? He asked them to stop. Where were you? Where were you when the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra asked him to come and take a post on Radio Biafra and speak? Where were you? When the Autopilot language came out, what was it all about? Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have also used the word Autopilot at a set time. What is this all about? Your Autopilot bullshit. Autopilot is not a word. It's not an English word. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu used it, did anybody go after him? What was it? I'm not defending Autopilot, but when you come to a stage where you're supposed to unify Biafrans and you come and speak the way you spoke today, I am disappointed. And I am fighting for freedom. I can't go home until Biafra comes. I can't. But you went to Nigeria. You went home. So that means you are free to go to Nigeria. I am not free. So between me and you, who is fighting for Biafra? Some idiots might decide to keep quiet without speaking. It's not me. I am not speaking on behalf of Autopilot. I'm not speaking on behalf of Truth Bearers. I am speaking on my own. Raphael Chamaka Ajere. Let me take out even this brand of Truth Bearers so that you understand that I'm speaking on my own. So you need to understand. I am a single man that is angry of what has happened to my forefathers, and I'm speaking up. And you are supposed to unify the people. You are telling them that, look, they are not even more than, they are not many. Goodness me, who talks like that? That there are not many. The few people, they come and talk to a few people and tell them, and they twisted it. Nobody twisted anything. Nobody. In fact, the young man did not even address you in any way. He had respect for you. And especially in this particular scenario, he had respect for you. And even if not, should you come and divide the house the more? If you don't have the wisdom of a mother, ask the elderly ones. They'll teach you. I don't know how old you are, and I'm sure you may not be older than me. So if you need some wisdom, ask elderly women. They will teach you how to approach things. Don't be like the one that will come and speak because people are clapping, and then you speak. You continue to cause confusion and division in the family. You are causing more harm than good to this struggle. And people like us will not fold their hands and keep quiet and allow this nonsense to continue. We are fighting for freedom. Freedom from the zoological republic of animal kingdom that they call Nigeria. Some of us cannot go back there until we get our freedom. What is it that you're doing? What are you doing? Are you not supposed to bring these people together? Are you not supposed to tell them, look, must you go there and begin to talk like that? It's not enough that you see all this fight here and there and all this quarrel here and there, and they're all Biafrans. If some call themselves Autopilot, what is the reason? Why did they arrive there? What got them there? If you don't know, ask questions and you will be lectured. And maybe I should send you a piece of the videos that will lecture you. Ask me, I will send them to you. There was no such group as Autopilot. It never existed. It was just a language to describe what is happening to the struggle. That this struggle has entered that stage of Autopilot. But these zombies that are clapping their hands for you there, because they are idiots that will not use their head, they will not tell you what happened. Or you know, and you are pretend as if you don't know. There was nothing like that. Now they're clapping for you, and they tell you, because you now called Autopilot, and now they're going to come and begin to wage war against the people. Are you now telling me that you are trying to free Biafra, or you are trying to scatter Biafra? What is it that you are doing? But the truth is this. The truth is this. Listen to me and listen good. You cannot distract us. You can't. Biafra is more than you. It's more than anybody. It's more than me. It's more than anybody. Biafra is not one person. Biafra is a nation. Is a nation. And we cannot fight for Biafra forever. If those that have fought for it have fought for it for years, and it is time for us to make sure we do all that is necessary to get it, we need to do it and do it now. And if eventually we don't get it now, it is not going to stop at our desk. But I am sure we must get it now. Because I'm optimistic. You may not be, but I am. I don't want to spend so much time, but you continue to do that, but a lot of people will ignore you. And maybe this might be the last time I'm going to talk about this, because I feel pain in me coming here to talk about you. That's supposed to be our first lady. It hurts my spirit. It breaks my heart. I feel like weeping. I'm not enjoying this. It's not interesting that I'm trying to talk to someone that understands it better, that should understand it better than I do. That should have the wisdom of a mother, that should be caring for everyone. You bring everyone together. Now, do you really think within your mindset that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out and tell Simon Ekpa to go to hell? You think he will do that? He's going to lit hell. He's going to open the gates of hell if he does that. Listen to me. I'm not telling you that anybody is trying to rebel, but I'm trying to tell you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not toy with the emotions of people. There are millions of Biafrans that acknowledge a lot of things that everyone is doing individually. Everyone is making their own contribution. And Simon Ekpa is doing something very important also in his own field and his own caliber. And if you think within your mindset that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would come and say, go to hell, Simon Ekpa, we don't need you, then you must be mistaken. And I believe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is very intelligent to even try such a thing. He won't try it. Because he knows that he will be opening the gates of hell if he does that against his own people. Do you think that what happened in Rwanda should come and start happening in Biafra land? Do you think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will allow such Tutsi and Hutsi, whatever, the ethnic cleansing or ethnic killings in Rwanda, whereby brothers and sisters were killing themselves because this one was Tutsi, that one was Hutu, or whatever they call themselves, killing themselves? That's exactly what will happen. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes and say, to hell with Simon Ekpa, or to hell with this, or to hell with that, he's not going to do it. So get that into your head. And what you should be doing is to unite the family. Believe it or not, take it or leave it. Millions of Biafrans are listening to Simon Ekpa. I'm not campaigning for him. I'm telling you the truth. And they know it, and you know it. The reason why you should know it is because you are even talking about it now. After over 1 year that they have waged war against that young man. Over 1 year, they've waged war against him. And you did not show up. You did not say anything. You show up from nowhere after 1 year to still talk about that same young man. It means that there are people listening to him. And that is why they are calling you to come and make damage control. And you fell into that trap. It's a shame that you fell. So if you think that people are not listening to him, if you think that people do not see that he has contributed a lot and is doing enough for them to even listen and to keep what is going on alive, then you are mistaken. You are still dreaming. And so it's the earlier you realize that this bunch of charlatans are using you, the better for you. The idiots are all clapping. They are clapping. And the bingos are posting it on social media. And they think they have won a war. Let me tell you, you are making a hell of mistake, Uchechi.
That brings us to the end of this update. Do well to like the video, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much for always tuning in. I really do appreciate. Share the video and tell your friends about this platform, because the best thing or the best place for you to be is here. Turn on the bell icon so that whenever I drop a new buzz boost like this, you'll be the first to notify. Thank you once again and remain blessed.